Throughout history, which started in 1990, PGA Tour games have been a staple in the industry of games that nobody plays. And why not? Golf is one of the hardest sports to play in real life, requiring spending money on clubs, golf balls, and finding an actual golf course that will allow you to play. It's pretty easy to get the hang of too, so long as you don't have to use those pesky arms of yours. So EA acted and changed life forever by turning this boring game into a video game, starting back in the good old days of the 90s when PGA Tour Gold was released. Wow, that's golf if I've ever seen it. I mean, I'm sure people were losing their minds over this game in 1990, but 33 years later, I'm just not sure what to think. Interestingly enough, for the first PGA Tour game, this game doesn't feature Tiger Woods. I mean, I think? If it did, then I can't tell. There wasn't a question like this on my eye exam. There's just something about a game where you need to hit the ball into a certain spot being played on a device where you can't see any spot. Like, oh, I need to hit the ball into the hole, I think? What hole? It's a good-looking game for 1990, at least I think, but the year 1990 and PGA Tour just don't mix. I think this is what it feels like to be nearsighted. Luckily enough, it wasn't long before we got a game on a much more capable system, the PlayStation 1. Those 7 years of history were a blip anyway. In 1997, we got PGA Tour 98. Now, I don't know if this is a golf thing or something, but why is the year wrong? Is the year on the title wrong, or is the year on the website? Like, why is it called PGA Tour 98 if it was released in 1997? I don't understand. Lucky for us though, the PS1 had incredible audio capabilities, meaning that the sounds in this game are a lot better than the 1990 release. They're not staticky, too loud, or anything. Unfortunately for us though, the PS1 was still not quality enough to play golf well. Having larger and more in-depth courses, 98 has the advantage of having distinct colors and areas that allow you to see where your ball should go as well as where it is. So it's playable in the sense of where you can do the fundamentals, but that doesn't mean it works well. You can tell things apart better, but gauging distance is still nearly impossible. The PS1 can't render things like that as 3D models, so it instead uses similar techniques to what the Super Nintendo used. And while it works, it doesn't work well. Now, before we were able to truly fix this problem, there was an innovation in the industry. A change that golf will never return to what it once was because of. 2 words were added to the title. Tiger Woods. Have you ever wanted to play golf as a low-quality PNG of Tiger Woods? Well, this is your game! A lot of the issues stated before have actually been improved upon, if not fixed. I'm actually shocked that this game can even run on a PS1. It looks like a low-quality PS2 game more so than it does an EA Sports PS1 game. Being the last PGA Tour game on the system, EA really got their shit together as far as gold games go. It's certainly not the best golf game ever, but I'd argue it's the best PGA Tour game on the PS1. The gameplay, however, it's golf. It's really golf. Completely silent and dull, which is really unfortunate considering that the game started out with such a hype opening. Let me put these two side by side for you, and I'll let you decide if the gameplay matches the opening.
No way.
Actually, funny enough, these sick-ass openings are a theme with the Tiger Woods games. As we'll see with the first game on capable hardware, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2001. What is this? You're telling me that they finally got the technology to make a game that was actually capable of being fun, and this is what they made? I'm falling asleep! Everything looks great, don't get me wrong. The courses are actual courses, and the game is definitely better for playing than ever before, but man, it's boring as hell. None of this is new. The putting system is more of the same from every bad golf game ever made, without any charm to pull it all together. The menus are fun and the opening is hype as hell, but then you get into actual gameplay and there's just nothing going on. It's just golf! And these broadcasters are putting me to sleep. They're talking to me like they're trying not to wake me up because God forbid this game gets too fun.
Get left.
This game puts into play a lot of interesting ideas, but just refuses to play on any of them in any meaningful way at all. Thank God we're on to yearly releases of golf games that no one gives a shit about, because I need a palate cleanser. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2002 is the first game to bring in the swinging mechanism that's actually fun. The metered option is easy, sure, hell, Mario Golf Super Rush used it, but This one is so much more fun. Instead of timing a button press, now you pull the stick back and time the release. I don't think I need to explain this, but moving the stick back is like moving your arm back, so it simulates that movement better. Also, with the stick, you can pull the stick in different directions in order to do curve shots. It's hard to pull off, but it's worth it if you do. And let's not forget the perfect shots. If you hit a ball with the perfect amount of strength and agility, this fun little animation appears and slows down the footage. 2002 feels like what 2001 was trying to be, and what it would be with a good execution. If you're looking for a golf game, this does the trick. It's just about the most realistic you're gonna get in 2002. It's still golf, but hey, at least it's good golf. The games from now to 2005 tend to stay about the same quality, just everything-wise. After 2002, there weren't really many places to go. I mean, how can you improve upon perfection? At least until this game, that does. I'm proud to introduce the best of them all, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. Oh, you already know this is going to be the best one yet. Just look at this box art. Now look at these other box arts. Opening it up, the game comes with an instruction manual and a magical disc containing golf. The art on this disc scares me. Tiger is looking at me like I fucked his wife and he's about to beat me with his golf club. I don't want him looking at me anymore. I'll just pop it in and... Oh yeah, I don't have a PS2. Or an Xbox. Let's try the PC version. 3 discs in this one. An installation disc, a course disc, and a media disc. Multiple disc was pretty standard for the PC actually, so let's install it and open this up. Oh, come on. Okay. I didn't want it to come to this, but I gotta use the GameCube. Oh, come on. 2 discs? It's golf! Whatever. That's enough. At least I can play it now, so pop this baby in, plug in a controller, and let's check this shit out.
It's in the hole. Tiger Woods.
Player's done it. He's won the...
Van Hogan is too tough for the... By Estelle's, what an amazing...
He's done it again. Jack Nicklaus hit 8.
Arnold Palmer, your champion again.
Tiger Woods.
Legends in the game. You ain't heard of a folks is up in here. Get nervous. The rhymes are spit hot like burners. Bringing it to y'all. Door-to-door service. All raw. Just for y'all. Watch them cats. They kill them ball. Somebody better tell these MCs that they messing with the real ones. LEGNDs.
Tiger Woods, PGA Tour 2005.
Golf is fucking awesome! This is the most badass golf game I've ever seen. I guess there's not much to do at this point except play the game. Right off the bat, we're provided with a few options, only one of the actual gameplay-oriented ones available at first, and that is the tutorial. Under that is the Legend Pursuit, which we'll get more into later, game modes, tiger proofing, Gameface, record/rewards, and options. Fun little fact, if you go down to options, you can access the Hall of Legends. The weird thing here is that, rather than locking you into just moving the ball like the rest of the game, you move a camera around. It's a little 3D area that can move around and check things out. It's kinda cool. I think my controller was broken. The camera kept going up and refusing to come down. A really good extra piece of content if you like roofs. Anyway, I'm stalling. Let's play the tutorial. There's basic, advanced, and newborn baby bitch lessons. I chose basic. 2005 keeps the same controls as before, letting you hit the ball with the stick rather than with a stupid little meter thingy. Outside of that though, you've got a few little movement options before and after you hit the ball that give you more control than just shooting and praying. Using the shoulder buttons, you can change your position, which doesn't do much as far as I'm aware, add more power to a stroke, and spin the ball in the air. Power boosting and spins are actually really good techniques, and if you're good enough to string them together, then you can get some really good games in. But they didn't stop there. There's a cool new way to putt. It tells you where to aim. I mean, it doesn't show you where to aim, but in the corner of the screen you get a little caddy tip when putting, which gives you how long in each direction you need to aim in order to hit the ball in. It's actually really hard to pull off. Often you'll use it to get close and just have to hit it in on the second one. The weird thing about it is that feet and inches seem to be completely different things. 6 inches is way less than half of a foot, it feels like. You have to be really careful here, and even then you're going to need luck on your side. If you're having trouble, you can press A to view the ideal path. Yeah, and if I'm having trouble spelling a word, I can get someone else to spell it in a different language. This has literally never helped me, ever. Not once. Now, if you're a little pussy baby bitch and you need to see exactly where to hit your ball, you can use Tiger Vision. Wow, is this how he sees the world? It's really useful if your shoulder buttons work. Unfortunately, you only tend to get one of these in each game, so use it wisely, I guess. It's best for shots where you're super far away from the green, but you know you need to get it in now to get the point. Other than that, you can just live with another shot, mostly. Another thing you can do, hold on, let me scrape the bottom of this barrel real quick. Oh, there. You could tilt your stick in different directions to curve the ball, but it literally sucks so much ass that I couldn't even get it to work right in the tutorial. I had to aim all the way off the course just to get this to hit the ball onto the course. So why would I ever want to use it? I might as well just aim my ball in that direction. It's not like curving it gives it any extra power or anything, but I digress. I mean, I'm never gonna use this shit outside the tutorial anyway, so. Fun little fact to save you a lot of time in this game. If you do at least one step of the tutorial, you can just quit and unlock everything else, but before we can do that, we have to go to the Gameface menu to make a character. Alright, so here we are, and what is that song? There. Oh, wow.
The stream is so behind.
For some reason, The Way You Move by Outkast was a song of choice here, and they had to make it appropriate for golfers, though, so it's censored, and I swear to God, every time it goes silent, I feel like I've got blue balls. Sorry, people under 5 feet tall. Yeah, sorry for people under 5 feet tall, this game is not for you.
I was putting the 13-year-old into the PGA Tour.
Oh yeah, you're right, I should make it 14 instead. I'm not that white. Shit.
Me when I see a white person.
You know what? That looks nothing like me, but I'm bored of doing this. Jesus Christ, this shit is in depth. Oh, I can make the tip big or small, just like real life.
I have less than a day to do that, so I'll just steal these guys. I stole them.
I'm gonna have a fat ass. Alright, this is my build. Her name is Ted. The options here are surprisingly in depth. Honestly, you could probably make an exact replica of yourself as long as you have the same hair as one of these options. It's kind of weird that an EA golf game gives you this level of freedom when it comes to designing your character. It's just not something you see often nowadays. You could choose age, height, gender, weight, and build. Skin color and eye color have tons of options, and if none of those suit you, then you could go forward and use the meter instead to choose anything in between. There's such an insane level of customizability for the face alone that I couldn't even get through it all while streaming. There's an option for wrinkles, for God's sake. After you go through all that genetic altering, you get the option to buy some $5,000 shirts. You start with $25,000 that you can either spend on clothes now or save for later when you buy stat points for your character, which is what I recommend. Alright, now that we're done with all that baby bitch stuff, we can pull our pants up and start the big kid shit. Like, let's see, game modes. So most of the game modes here are multiplayer options. If you're lonely, then play the Legend Pursuit or just click play now. I have friends though, I swear, so I wrote a letter to my friend Ruby and sent it to her all the way in Indiana. So while we wait for her to receive that, let's play Skill Zone. Skill Zone is like a target practice type thing, I think. It's honestly kind of hard. All it's for is to make money. There's a multiplayer option, so you can do it competitively, but I had fun doing it solo, even. I played on this map. I think there are other ones. This one was hard, though. There's not really much to say about this mode. It's a cute little minigame. It's nothing I'd call my dad about, but maybe I'd tell my dog about it. For what it is, it's fine. Has that letter gotten there yet? I better write another one, just in case. That'll probably take a while, so in the meanwhile, let's pursue some legends. I don't know why I sang that line. Alright, so up first, we're going against Bev Boomer Boucher. That's an unfortunate nickname. I'm wagering all my fucking money on this. I don't give a shit. Alright, I'm up first, and I hit it straight into the rough, but it's okay, because so did Boomer. So far, it looks like we're pretty evenly matched until I fuck up the putt and get a bogey. This oldie thinks she can stand up to Ted by going first before I bust out this super duper schmorbin hit. I trademarked that one myself. Then I fucked up the putt again. I hate this stupid game. So on this next hole, I discovered that I may or may not suck at this game, and Boomer is totally kicking my ass. I threw a temper tantrum on the golf course, but I knew I had to keep going. So first up is Caesar the Emperor Rosado. That's a very cool nickname. I'm not betting shit this time. I'll learn my fucking lesson. Alright, so this game starts off strong with us both hitting our balls straight and directly into the rough. A lovely place to be in. I then hit a ball way too short because I suck ass at this game, but it's okay because this loser managed to hit a tree all the way out there. Some fucking emperor. Holy shit, this guy sucks actually. Look at all these shots he's missing. I thought this man was the emperor. For this one, I used my Tiger Vision, even though I probably didn't need it at all, but I made it in and got the winning point for this hole, so... Suck my dick, boomer. And on to the second hole, starting off with a lovely hit on my end. But actually this time, look at this shit. It's incredible. I'm a god. And then followed up immediately by a super schmorbin hit. I'm on fire today. This buttfuck Emperor goes straight into the rough because he'll never live up to someone as perfect as me. On that topic, I fucked up the putt again and we tied. Yay, third hole. Yeah. This one has a hit right above water, which was kind of scary, but went fine as I proceeded to wipe the fucking floor with this guy once again and actually hit the putt this time. Let's fucking go. Fourth hole, halfway done, I think. Check out this super schmorbin hit straight into the fairway. Absolutely beautiful. The Emperor follows it up with the exact same hit, but it's okay because check this shit out. I'll let this one play itself out. Yep. I missed the hole again. Fifth hole starts out absolutely beautiful for the both of us. Could not go any better. I fucked up the putt again. We still tied. This man is clearly no Emperor. Next hole starts with the world's most perfect super schmorbin hit ever, and a lame-ass loser shot from the Emperor. Luckily, I evened the playing field by hitting my ball way too hard and landing in the rough. We tied again. Seventh hole has a lot of sand and water, which kind of freaked me out. I mean, a god like me would have no issue with it, so everything goes swimmingly for me. And I swear this fucker is missing these on purpose, because how the fuck do you do that? I'm not really one to talk though, because I just missed the game-winning putt. Doesn't matter anyway, apparently. This fraud just paid me 75 grand for this win, and I stole his brand deal, and I'm hotter, and I fucked his wife, and I think I'm ready to take on Boomer again. I think I can handle her now. I've learned a lot since our last battle. I went 3 holes, hit my ball into the water, and then I quit. So, that's the Legend Pursuit. Funny enough, I did take the time on another save file way back when to beat this, and it took me a while, but it was really fun. At the end, you get to golf against Tiger Woods himself, and it's awesome. It's a nice way to tie together what could just be another boring multiplayer sports game. Having a single-player mode where you play against real golfers gives you something to work toward completing, and gives you a good way to level up your character in the meanwhile. Each one of these gives like 75 to 200 grand per win. It's by far the easiest way to make money in this game. That is, as long as you win. Some are easier than others. The easier they are, the less they pay, however, giving you a risk and reward factor that's missing from a lot of other games like this. The CPU in this game is fun, too. I don't know how it works. They may have calculated this all beforehand, like placing where they throw the ball and everything, but either way, it's really smart at times and provides an actual challenge. It's not that different from playing with an actual human, though I'm not sure how much variation they could actually put into golf gameplay. A lot of this is also incorporated into the Play Now button, which is basically the same thing but without the completion element, and mostly just beat this guy and you'll get a reward, which is nice if you just want to sit down and play for a couple minutes or so. All in all, if you do decide to pick this game up, then the Legend Pursuit is where I would recommend you go first. It's where you'll get the most meat out of the game, both difficulty-wise and content-wise. So, that's Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. Oh shit, right, the DS version. Let's check this out. While other versions of the game reviewed pretty well, getting a 9 on both critic and user reviews on Metacritic and IGN, the DS version scored about a 6. The review on IGN basically summed up to, it's alright, which I guess is just about what you'd expect from golf on the DS. So it's time to boot this baby up and play some Tiger Woods on the go. It's alright.